Hey friends, today I have a special guest on our episode, Dr. Steven Lin, a dentist who focuses on nutrition for your oral health. He's a fellow Aussie, as you can see. He's here in New York City, you know, getting a few things together because he's going to conquer the world, and everyone knows the importance of looking after your teeth and its relationship with the rest of your wellness.
So, dude, absolutely right, Dan. Exactly what you do. You know, you're a doctor in your everyday work.
Oh, man.
Look at it, Dr. Dan Churchill. That's how it is, man. People they're always asking me, you know, what's the best thing I can do for my teeth? And you know, they're looking for a product, they're looking for a toothpaste, a mouthwash, and I'm always like, you know, what are you eating 3 times a day? You know, and you know, we're going to go through some ingredients here that have some great effects in your mouth, but you can't eat anything that's healthy for your mouth that's not healthy for your body.
Oh,
so we've got to connect that.
A complete connection right there. We're doing a sauteed beef short rib. Check out the recipe right here. Click through because you're going to want to remember these ingredients. So I'm going to put you to work. You're going to get that bowl, you're going to add in a few ingredients. So peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Okay, now you work on the primal paleo kind of foundations, correct?
Yeah, it's ancestral eating. So
cool.
it's you know, a lot of the problems we see in modern day dental health is due to eating processed industrialized food. So we need to understand what our ancestors used to eat and why.
And you can't go wrong with peanut butter, but there's a lot of people who sit on the fence with this thing as well. What are your thoughts?
There's a little bit of controversial in the paleo community, but the thing you've got to recognise is the paleo community is very broad. So what we understand about food is that peanuts are a legume. Legumes have been eaten by many civilizations for a long time. They're full of fibre, but you can't go wrong with them.
So it's still a win. Peanut butter.
Win-win.
And the number one thing is it tastes amazing. Scoop full of that before bedtime, why not? So I'm gonna add in our natural sweetener, so everything's unrefined. We have here a little bit of a banana. Are you okay with this?
Look, I'm going to say this is okay. But what I want to talk about there is that these two, now that we've got 2 types of fibre in our bowl, bananas are full of prebiotic fibre that feed the bacteria in your mouth. And what a lot of people don't realise is that you're actually eating for thousands and thousands of bacteria every time you eat a meal. So you should eat a prebiotic fibre every time. We're doing that. We've got different types of fibre. It's amazing.
So we're winning right now.
We are winning.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut milk now.
Yep.
And then just to give it a little bit of a loosen up, because you're going to get your smash on, just to combine those 2 ingredients. Now, I love coconut milk, obviously, because of the taste, but I know the quality good fats and what it does in probiotic health, you know, the relationship it does for good bones and whatnot. But you love your fats.
Absolutely, and
get your mix on, man.
Let's do it. And the reason, Dan, is because all the problems we see with dental issues, tooth decay, gum disease, it's all bacterial problems. And these relate to your gut, your teeth as well. You can't get great teeth like that eating the wrong things, right?
Man, that's great. So you're getting it to a nice smooth consistency, and using the banana, it actually helps mash it together and combine it into a puree, a sauce base.
Sure.
So we've got 3 things in there. We've got the coconut milk, the banana, and the peanut butter. You can use the back of the fork as well. Now, spices. I love spices. It reminds me of obviously places like Southeast Asia, India, but turmeric particularly has come about. Cumin's killing it, but turmeric in the last like 6 months to a year has really come about and showed why it is amazing, not only for taste, but you know, I guess antioxidants and all the amazing things it does there as well. So we've also got some tamari. Now, this is gluten-free soy sauce. Thoughts?
I mean, brilliant. So, I mean, a fermented soy is a great, you know, great for the gut and oral bacteria. It's the same principles. You know, we've basically got you know, nature's toothpaste sitting right here. In the
Lovely.
bowl.
Nature's toothpaste.
Toothpaste,
so,
that's what we've got.
I mean, I've got some amazing flavours in there. If I was to go put that on my toothbrush every morning and night, I'd be a happy man.
You would be happy, man. You would be happy, man.
And that's all it is. We've chucked it into a bowl. You've got yourself a satay sauce. Now we're going to whack the heat on here. And into that, I'm going to add some coconut oil.
Don't get me started on coconut.
Okay, so that coconut oil is melted. We're now going to put our satay sauce, homemade, into our pan. Pour it instead. Thin it out with a bit more coconut milk. And that's the thickness we're going for, a nice curry base. Now it's time to get ready and plate it up. Now I've cooked overnight a piece of short rib. Look at that. So this short rib, all I did was I seared it and then I put it inside a stock. So I made the stock myself. You can use stock as well, beef stock. And then I just simply cooked it on a low heat for about 6 to 8 hours. Right here we've got the leftover stock, which still got I've got a massive stock pot. But why is stock so good for you?
It's full of the amino acids that feed and make your gut lining function. So, and it's very difficult to get these nutrients from anywhere else unless you eat bony, meat off the bone, stocks off the bone. It's really important to cook and prepare and know where your stocks came from because they're so full of those nutrients.
Well, you know what I might do? Just because I want to add a little bit more richness, a little bit more of that healthy fat you were talking about, we're going to add it to our satay sauce.
Let's do it.
So just pour it in there for us. So just going to thin out our sauce again. If you're working in an Indian place or one of those real typical Asian cuisine restaurants, this is what they do. They'll combine the satay sauce or a Thai green curry paste that they make in-house with the stock. That will thin it out and then they'll reduce that down to a thicker consistency. So we've technically got our own little Indian or Thai little restaurant going on here. Talking dentistry as well.
And medical practice.
Yeah.
It's just the whole shop.
All in one. Jeez, is there anything we can't do?
There's nothing, yeah.
So I'm going to reduce this down. Now while it's reducing, just for a second, talk to me through what exciting things you've got going on. Obviously you're in New York.
What we've been talking about here is how food impacts your mouth, and so I'm currently writing a book called The Dental Diet, which is the basis of how oral health is very much dependent on what you eat, and that goes right down to your jaw development, your tooth decay, gum disease, inflammation in your mouth it goes throughout your body. And so I'm writing a book, and you can find my work at drstevenlin.com and social media at Dr. Steven Lin.
Fantastic. So you can see here, Joe, check this out, mate. You can see in here how it's really bubbling away. That's that natural sugar and the evaporation combining. Okay, so we're still in my kitchen, which means I'm still going to put you to work. It's time to plate up.
My pleasure.
Yes, chef. So using the tongs, mate, what I want you to do is add a few of our beautiful baby zucchinis in. No, I'm happy with that presentation.
That's amazing.
Time to pour your amazing satay sauce that you made yourself over the top of your beef short rib. You know, it's been amazing. It shows the connection that what good food can do, not only for your body, for your soul, and your overall happiness. Stephen, thank you for joining me in this kitchen. We've got a few around here, but thank you for joining us in this one. We can find you, where can we find you in your...
So, www.drstevenlin.com and at Dr. Steven Lin on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.
Super tasty beef satay. If you want to make sure that you can see these things and never miss any of this tastiness or learn from amazing people like Dr. Steven here, make sure you click subscribe to my channel. I'm Dan Churchill. Much love, my good friends, and of course, tasty oral health.